Trump is being played by both sides. Here's an example being played by Dr. Fauci.
Operating the channel remotely from home. Well, stay tuned and keep watching.
Whoa. Dr. Fauci in 2017 predicted President Trump will be challenged by a surprise global outbreak. Yep, you heard me right. Back in 2017 at a forum on pandemic preparedness at Georgetown University, Dr. Fauci made an interesting statement. Fauci told the audience the Trump administration will not only be challenged by ongoing global health threats such as influenza and HIV, but also a surprise disease outbreak. That was quite a prediction considering it was back in 2017. Via Ned Nikolaev, a PhD and Helio, this is the same guy who told Americans not to worry about the coronavirus back in January. He completely missed it. Take a watch.
As you heard from the introduction, that I have been around for a while and have had the opportunity and the privilege and the pleasure of serving in 5 administrations, I thought I would bring that perspective.
Deep state.
To the topic today is the issue of pandemic preparedness. And if there's one...
So he knew about it. Let's go here.
Is both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that outbreak. There will be a surprise outbreak, and I hope by the end of my relatively short presentation you will understand why the history of the last 32 years that I've been the director of NIAID will tell the next administration that there's no doubt in anyone's mind that they will be faced with the challenges that their predecessors were faced with.
I mean, I can't just blame him for forgetting because he said Trump would be challenged, but he didn't mention exactly when in Trump's presidency. But I'm glad that the administration's got a guy who knows what he's talking about.
Well, share your thoughts in response.
Deep state player. He's known about it. He is deep state. Let's get to the next one. So he's playing Trump. He's part of the deep state, I'm afraid. Doesn't matter what China did or didn't tell us. We're being played. China's being played. We're being played. The whole world's being played by this thing.
We've got to change the supply chain. They control so much of the personal protection equipment that we need for our medical. They control so much of when it comes to our pharmaceuticals. But
I agree. Let's move on.
May need, we're not getting. And then you've got the issue of the supply chain. Why are we not getting what we need and making what we need in the United States? And Donald Trump is the first president I've ever heard talk about America first, made in America, and they laughed at him on
the world. And now they create a virus. The Communist Party covers it up, and then they lie to us. But what's even worse, because they control that supply chain, they're trying to control who can get the personal protective equipment, the PPE, to their medical and combat it, and not let any other country have any control over us or any place else in the world.
Well, you know, one of the things that was up on the screen, Congressman, I don't know if you were able to see it, was a timeline of the China coronavirus campaign. And what's interesting is that, you know, on March 4th, Chinese state media threatened to cut off critical U.S. drug supply. And then, of course, they pushed the theory that the U.S. military started the coronavirus pandemic. And then March 19th, they report no new local cases. Do you believe that?
I don't believe that at all. Their numbers are a lie. They created this. We know from the study that the world would have been safer had they just been honest. Because their own food supply is not safe like America's, and we have to maintain the American food supply, but we also have to go into these other chains of events that China's trying to control. But
we're at war really with China and with the deep state and with deep state players in the United States. I'm going to end it here. There's so much more to this than I even know or even guessing about. And I doubt if Trump or anyone will ever get past the deep state. Deep state will play everybody against everybody to get what they want. It's all about power, control, and money. Good day. The only person that's going to come back and change his business is Christ when he burns up these wicked SOBs. Excuse my language, but it's pathetic. They could care less about us. We're just a pawn, just a tool to make money. Good day. I have people getting tired of being controlled by our government, by our states, by the police, and by our corporations. I hope this is a good wake-up call, because this doesn't wake people up. Nothing ever will. Deep state is playing this thing to the hilt. I'm sure Trump's aware of it. I'm sure other people are aware of it. The question is, what can be done about it? Again, it's Roger Mark from Billings, Montana. Think about our Constitution and our rights. They're being stripped away faster than you can blink at with this coronavirus, the COVID-19. Think about that.